Uchijima's shocking ultimatum to ITIAs. 10 were reaction shakes Federation. It began innocently enough. The 2025 Asian tennis circuit was in full swing with rising stars making headlines. Japan's own Moyuki Uchijima, a fierce competitor, with lightning reflexes and a reputation for standing her ground, had just come off a tough loss in Seoul. Reporters noticed a frustration not about the loss itself, but something deeper. There were whispers backstage, testing, disputes, unfair scheduling, and opaque rule enforcement by the ITIA, the body responsible for monitoring integrity in tennis. For weeks, Uchijima stayed silent until that fateful press conference in Tokyo, the ultimatum, warning, standing behind a row of microphones with cameras flashing and fans holding their breath. Uchijima looked straight into the lens and said words that would set the sport ablaze. If IGA doesn't fix this double standards, by December, I'm out. Silence. The room froze. Journalists blinked, unsure. They'd heard her right, but she continued, voice steady, eyes fierce. I love this game. I've sacrificed everything for it, but I will not play under a system that protects power and punishes honesty. Gasp, shock, chaos. Within minutes, every outlet from Tokyo to New York was running the headline. Uchijima issues ultimatum to ITIA. The ITIA issued a sterile statement hours later. We take all allegations seriously and maintain a transparent, fair process for all athletes. But the damage was done. The tennis world was split. Fans flooded X, formerly Twitter. Finally, someone said it. Is Uchijima risking her career? She's brave or crazy. Players were cautious. Some supported her privately. Others stayed quiet, fearing backlash. And one player sitting thousands of miles away in Manila watched the chaos unfold from her hotel balcony. Alex Eala, the waiting game. Hourglass not done. Eala had known Uchijima for years. They'd faced each other in juniors, practiced together at ITF events, and shared mutual respect. But Eala also knew the price of speaking out. The ITIA wasn't just a regulator. It was the gatekeeper. One wrong word could mean investigation, suspensions, or sudden random testing visits. So for 2 days, Alex stayed silent. She watched as Uchijima's video racked up 15 million views as sponsors quietly pulled ads, and as ITIA reportedly called an emergency meeting. Everyone waited for a reaction from Eala, the calm, composed voice of Asia's new tennis generation. Then came the moment no one saw coming, the 10-word shockwave collision. On the third night, Eala posted a message on her official Instagram story. Black background, white text, no emojis, no hashtag, just 10 words. Truth is a rebellion when the system forgets its purpose. 10 words, no names, no direct mention of it or Uchijima, but everyone knew exactly what and who she was talking about. Within minutes, the story went viral. Screenshots spread like wildfire. Sports pages across Asia captioned it. Eala breaks silence. Support Uchijima. Others saw it differently. Diplomatic, but dangerous. Eala's words may cost her. The Federation's phones lit up. Sponsors called. Officials scrambled. Even the ITIA reportedly held a late night meeting over unconstructive athlete commentary. The backroom tension high. Voltage. Behind the scenes chaos. Brewed. The Asian Tennis Federation, ATF, under pressure from global bodies, reached out to Eala's management. They advised restraint, warning her to avoid statements that could be interpreted as criticism of governance. Eala refused to delete the post. A source close to her team revealed she told them, if the truth makes people uncomfortable, that's not my fault. Meanwhile, Uchijima reached out privately. Their conversation leaked days later. Read, like a mix of solidarity and sorrow. Yukima, you didn't have to do that, Lex. Eala, you did the hard part. I just echoed it. Yukima, then we stand. Together, the phrase "we stand together" soon became a trending tag across Asia. Hashtag stand with hashtag truth is a rebellion hashtag law. Speaks. Federation in flames fire. By the following week, the ITIA found itself in a storm of public pressure. Sponsors began asking for clarification on how disciplinary decisions were made. Players requested independent panels. Sports lawyers called for transparency. Reforms, and all because of one ultimatum and one 10-word reaction. The ITIA issued another statement, this time less calm. Recent public commentary by certain athletes may create misunderstandings about the AY's role. We remind players that spreading misinformation can harm the sport's integrity. That line, spreading misinformation, set fans off because Eala's post contained no misinformation at all. It was a principle, not an accusation. And yet, the Federation had just confirmed what the public already suspected that it was feeling. Threatened. Fans take over the fight. Globe showing Asia, Australia. Loudspeaker. In Manila, students held rallies outside the local tennis. Federation office waving signs that read, "Let players speak." Truth is not rebellion. Support Eala. Support Uchijima. Meanwhile, in Tokyo, young tennis fans created a digital campaign called Sir the Truth. Within 48 hours, over 600,000 signatures poured in, demanding it reform. It was no longer about two players. It was about a movement born out of courage fueled by honesty and led by athletes who refused to stay silent. The interview that changed everything studio microphone. 2 weeks later, agreed to a rare sit-down interview with ESPN Asia. When asked about her post, she smiled calmly. "I didn't take sides," she said. "I took a stand. I believe athletes deserve fairness, and if speaking about it shakes the system, then maybe it needs shaking." Those words echoed around the world. Clipped, quoted, shared. Even Serena Williams retweeted the interview, adding, "Courage has always made tennis stronger." That single endorsement elevated the story from a regional debate to a global reckoning. Ukijima's next move puzzle piece. Meanwhile, Uchijima doubled down. She released a detailed open letter on her website outlining the inconsistencies in ITIA's testing process, delayed results, missing notifications, and opaque communication. Her evidence was compelling, supported by data and personal accounts from other players. Legacy beyond the court rainbow. Today, the story of Ukijima's ultimatum and Eala's reaction is studied in sports ethics programs around the world. It's not just about rebellion. It's about reform, solidarity, and the courage to speak when silence feels safer. Fans still quote her 10 words. They print them on shirts, hold them on banners, and post them before big tournaments. Truth is a rebellion when the system forgets its purpose, because those words reminded the world that integrity isn't just about rules. It's about the people, brave enough to demand them. Epilogue. When truth serves match point tennis. Dizzy. Years from now, when fans look back on this era, they won't just remember the titles or the rankings. They'll remember the moment too. Athletes, one Japanese, one Filipino, stood against a machinery of silence and changed tennis forever. A warning became an awakening. A post became a promise. And 10 words became a legacy. Truth is a rebellion when the system forgets its purpose, because sometimes it takes just 10 words to shake an entire federation. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like, and share